Beautiful. Presenting head coach of Adelaide United, Mr. Marco Kurz. You guys are ready?
Marco, obviously international break, the first international break in the A-League. Do you think that came at a good time for your team to refresh and recharge?
In this case, I think yes, because we had a lot of light injuries, and it was good that we didn't have a game, and now all players are back, and we can train with a high focus for the game away in Wellington.
And obviously the trip to Wellington, it's probably a very long trip maybe to what you're compared to. We spoke about before, the weather is very unpredictable. In your time in football, is this maybe the most challenging away trip that you have done in your football career?
Yes, for league games, for sure. But we had the experience from last season. We played 2 times away in Wellington, and I think it's not a problem. For me to play there, it's always good. I like to play when the temperature is not too hot. And we had luck last year with the wind. It was not windy, but I saw the game against Western Sydney Wanderers, and it was very windy, but it's maybe then up to both teams what they do with the conditions, with the wind or with the rain. But I think it's a good pitch, and we are looking forward for this game.
Do you have to be a bit more direct in those conditions sometimes, or would you still back your team to play a passing game?
I think it's nothing to do with the style of play we will do with the conditions, it is hot or not, but maybe it's very windy, you cannot play long balls, but that's not our style. But no, we don't change our play style.
What did you identify from that Perth game, and what have you been able to work on over the international break from that?
What I said before, I think last week we did some testing, we did some recovery sessions to bring the players fresh back, and we gave the players 2.5 days off. I think it's very, very important to get the players fresh. I think we had a very strong pre-season with the cup tournament. It was very hard for us, and the players are looking well today after our first session. And now we start with a individual training to prepare the team as best we can do for Wellington. Then we must wait, for example, what happens with Goodwin, and I think a little question marks. But I think today we start with the preparation, and now we will see how the week runs, and that's it.
And you mentioned Craig Goodwin, obviously in the Socceroos squad for the match tonight. Do you know his availability? Will he come straight back to training? Will he meet you in Sydney? What's the
I think in the last information was that he will stay in Sydney and will come to the team, because then we organized a good recovery session in Sydney, and the travel is not good, because when he travel he will come back on Wednesday, and we travel on Thursday, and then it's better to give the boy rest to recover as best he can do in Sydney, and then come to the team.
Does it change if he plays 90 minutes tonight? Does that change his availability for Wellington?
No, Craig is fit enough to play 2 times 90 minutes, and he had also a break without a game the last 8-9 days. It depends how fit he is. Maybe he goes out of the game without issues, without problems, and I must wait. But I'm very proud that he is a part of the Socceroos. I think it's a good result for our group to bring a national player, to bring a Socceroo player in the squad. That's very good.
Did you watch the career game? Do you think there's on that left wing for Craig?
I didn't watch, but I'm sure because I know the squad, and Craig is for me the only clear left footer in the squad, and why not? But it's now up to them. I think Arnie had time to see him the last 6-7 days in training, and I'm sure Craig has the quality to be a part of the squad in the future.
Wellington is a team that has had some changes, a new coach in Mark Rudan, lots of new players have come in, players have left. What are your thoughts on their season and their style of play so far?
First, it's always hard to play away in Wellington. It's not easy. The play style is different. They play with a back 5 line, but they can change in the back 4 line, as in the last game. They changed after 70 minutes in a 4-2-3-1. They have a lot of speed in the offensive line. New players in the midfield, new players in the defense, also a new goalkeeper. The season is young. I think they have 4 points. The games were always close, not the results, but I saw the City game and it was not really a 2-0. I think Wellington play not too bad, and yes, it's the same. I think the league is very close. The teams are very close together, and you have to perform in each game 100% to reach points. And we travel to Wellington and we want to win.
Do you think that's where Wellington are most dangerous on the counter-attack?
It's one of the strengths from them, yes, one of the strengths, because the speed is very good. With I don't know which player will start, but they have Singh, they have Krishna, they have Williams, they have Burns, they have a lot of alternative. They have a young boy from the MPL they signed. I think that's one of the strengths from them, yes. Of course, they have a good playmaker with Nichols. It's a strong team.
Will you be tempted to change your formation if they play 3 at the back? Will you be tempted to play 2 up front? There's a school of thought that that's the best way to counteract 3 at the back.
Please again.
Would you be tempted to play 2 strikers against 3 central defenders?
We play always with minimum 3 strikers, because we have 2 very fast wingers. We have 1 striker. In the past we have a 10. We played always with 2 10s. That means we have 5 offensive players. No, it's always depends which play style is the best to have a chance to reach 3 points. That's always the same. Today I don't know, because I don't know which player are 100% available, but I have an idea.
You've lost Mirko Boland.
Yes.
How big a loss is his experience and his quality for the team?
I think it's a big loss, and it's a long injury. It's the same as with George Blackwood. It's the second long injury after, for me, a clear fall without consequence. No free kick, no yellow card, nothing. But we have 2 long-term injuries, and yes, I'm not happy. But I'm also not happy for Mirko, because he's new. He's a new foreign player. He did it well in the pre-season. He was very important for us, and now he is maybe for the next 6-8 weeks out. But it's a new situation. Now we must spend our whole energy to get him fit, how fast we can do. And now it's a chance for another players, but it's a big loss, yes.
Will you, obviously, Baba is still going through his injuries, Mirko, George. Yeah. In January, will you look to bring in 1 or 2 new players? Is that something you would like to do?
I think it's different to Baba, to the other 2 players, because I'm here now 70 months and Baba was not one time fit. I think it's completely different situation, and also we will wait what happens with Baba. I think in this week we have a clear answer from the doctors what happens, how long is the time he will out for us. And then depends how long we can make a replacement or not. But I don't know. But for Mirko and for Georgie, I think they will come back for sure, and they will be ready in January, of course.
Is it just been bad luck with Bubba, or is it a bit more than that?
I don't know. I'm not the doctor. I'm only the coach. I can only tell you what I see on the pitch in the training, but nothing else. I don't know about. I don't know enough about the medicine, about the medical, to say what happens. But we are maybe the only team in the league. They played the last season without the striker number one, and this season too. And that's the situation for the coach.
Do you know? I mean, you said you might find out this week on Bubba. Do you have any idea? Is it the rest of the season? Is it
no, first
few weeks?
Our first view is to get the players fit.
Yeah.
That's the first. Baba's now it's number one but maybe it's injury too big. Then we can start to think about another person, but not earlier. Now our whole focus, our whole energy is to Baba, and then we will see.